I promise you.
Chinese state media has voiced support for a Biden presidency, saying Joe Biden would be smoother for the regime to deal with than President Donald Trump. On August 19th, state-run outlet Global Times ran a piece citing Chinese analysts who said that if Biden won the election, the United States is likely to remain tough on China. It said, but tactically, the U.S. approach would be more predictable, and Biden is much smoother to deal with than Trump, a viewpoint that is shared by many countries. The article came in the midst of the Democratic National Convention, where Biden formally accepted his nomination to be the party's presidential candidate. Both Biden and Trump run on the platform of being tough on the Chinese regime. On August 20th, in his speech accepting the Democratic nomination, Biden only mentioned China once when he pledged the United States' reliance on the country for medical supplies if he is elected, and instead focused on Trump's alleged failings in handling the pandemic and smoothing the divisions in the country. Li Haidong, a professor at the Institute of International Relations at the China Foreign Affairs University, told the Global Times that Biden is definitely smoother to deal with, which is the consensus around the world. Li added, for China, because Biden was vice president during Obama's term and had a lot of prior experience dealing with Chinese leaders, we would expect to facilitate more effective communication with Biden if he wins. On August 19th, White House trade advisor Peter Navarro criticized the Democratic convention for not mentioning the Chinese regime's role in causing the pandemic. Navarro told reporters, we're halfway through this convention, and there is just not a word of how the Chinese Communist Party has basically infected this country with a deadly virus, killed over 160,000 Americans, wreaked all manner of havoc on 40 million unemployed Americans, cost us trillions of dollars already in terms of fiscal and monetary stimulus. He added, what I think is happening here is the Democratic Party and the Chinese Communist Party have entered into a common cause to defeat Donald J. Trump, and their whole strategy is based on blaming this administration for a global pandemic created by the Chinese Communist Party. Earlier this month, a U.S. intelligence agency said that the regime would prefer Biden to win the election. On August 7th, Director of the National Counterintelligence and Security Center, William Evanina, said in a statement, we assess that China prefers that President Trump, who Beijing sees as unpredictable, does not win re-election. The Trump administration in recent months has accelerated actions countering a range of threats posed by the regime, including its rights abuses in Hong Kong and the region of Xinjiang, security risks posed by Chinese apps and technology, and its military aggression in the South China Sea. Meanwhile, Chinese state media has ratcheted up its rhetoric against the United States amid the deteriorating relations. State media has recently promoted the idea of war, while central authorities directed television stations to run war movies to foment nationalist sentiment.